Welcome to County Portal, your simple source for local government services and public records. Let's get started.
Ever wonder what actually happens the moment an inmate is released from jail? How do they physically get home? It's not always like the movies with a loyal friend waiting in a cool car. The reality for most is far more complicated and uncertain. For the fortunate few, family or friends are waiting right outside the gates. This is the ideal scenario, providing not just a ride but also immediate emotional and practical support. It's a direct link back to a life they left behind. But for a huge number of people getting out, there is no one waiting. Family ties might be broken, or they may have been incarcerated hundreds of miles from home. This is where the system has a few different, and often inadequate, ways of handling things. One common method involves what's called gate money. Upon release, especially from a state or federal prison, an individual is often given a very small amount of cash, sometimes as little as $20 or $50, maybe up to a couple $100 on a debit card. This money is meant to cover the absolute basics, a meal and a bus ticket. A prison staff member might help them plan a route on a Greyhound bus to get back to their home county. They walk out the door, often in state-issued or donated clothes that don't fit well, and their first task is to navigate public transportation. Another critical resource comes from charitable and faith-based organizations. Many nonprofits and church groups run re-entry programs and will send a volunteer to the facility to provide a ride. This is a lifeline for those with no support system, offering not just transportation but a connection to resources like shelters, food banks, and job assistance. In some situations, particularly with prisons located in very remote areas, the institution itself will provide transportation. They might have a van that takes a group of newly released individuals to the nearest town and drops them off at a central bus station. This at least prevents them from being stranded in the middle of nowhere. Then there's the bleakest reality for some: they get nothing. They are simply released onto the street, sometimes in the middle of the night, with no money, no phone, and no one to call. Their only option is to start walking, hoping to find their way to a shelter or a 24-hour business where they can figure out their next move. That first journey home is the very first challenge of freedom, a critical moment that can determine whether a person stumbles or succeeds. Thanks for watching. If you found this topic interesting and want to learn more about the justice system, please hit that subscribe button and join our community.